As you guys probably already know, I am going to try to do a royalty soap. Katie Carson has a very distinct style. She does a lot of drop swirls and she always does that incredible piping or something really amazing on top. And she always does 2 loaves of soap at the same time. So I'm going to go ahead and try and do that myself. I chose a soap that doesn't have any embeds because I don't have the ability to make them. But it is one with piping on the top, so that'll be fun. So I'm gonna go ahead and start making the Royalty Soaps Snow Cone Soap. In Katie Carson's video, she uses 3 colors: yellow, red, and blue. So I tried to get as close as I could to what she uses. Yellow. And we're also going to color some Epsom salt at the same time. Red. And blue. So as you can see here, I also did the Epsom salts in the same colors that we're using for the inside of the soap. All we have to do now is pop these lids on and shake. Perfect. So these are going to go on top, so I'll set them aside for now. And here are our 3 soap colors. So I'll just add a little oil to each. Okay, I've got these colors mixed up with a little bit of oil, and now I'm going to put these off to the side. And here is our very large bucket of oil. Before I get going any farther, I am going to put on my gloves. Now our lye into our oils. And stick blend for 3 to 5 seconds. Now that everything has reached emulsion, I'm going to go ahead and put in our fragrance oil. Today I am using Orange Sickle from Wholesale Supplies Plus. I think Katie uses something called Tiger's Blood, but I have no idea what that is. Scrapey, scrapey. Now we're going to split off our batch into these 3 colors. Just blend these up by hand. And I'll hit it with the stick blender for a couple seconds each. Here are the 2 molds we're using today. And this one's a little extra floppy, so I'm gonna have to do something about that. So I think I'm just gonna go ahead and start with some blue. And yellow next. Followed by the red. Let's tap these down. Alright, I think we got a really good drop swirl in there. It did thicken up kind of quick, but that's expected, and it's a very hot day today, so I'm pretty warm in here. It looks pretty good. I had to flatten out the top just a little bit because I do want to have like a nice even work surface when I put the piping on there. So even though this is ugly, it's going to get covered, no problem. I'm going to set these aside and we'll mix up some soap frosting. So again, I'm using these 3 measuring cups to put some mica in, and then we're just going to add a little bit of oil to them. Mix each one. Alright, we've got those blended up, so I'm going to set these aside and we'll mix up our soap frosting. Lye into oils. A quick stick blend. So I'm gonna leave this white and just pour the color with a little extra oils down the side of the piping bag and then pour the batter in the middle. So as I'm piping, it should get the colors on the outside of each little piping dollop, maybe. So I brought back the oil. We're gonna try to carefully pour this down the side of the bag. I think that looks pretty good. I really don't know what I'm shooting for here though. And we'll add this straight in. And just give it some time to set up enough that I can pipe it. I think I'm ready to pipe. It looks like it might be a little runny, but I'm gonna go ahead and start down the middle anyways, just to see how these colors come out. That doesn't look bad. I am getting a little bit of the color on the outside. Not a huge amount. Well, that's got a pretty good look to it. Even though the colors aren't very clear, I'm still getting a little bit of them. I see a lot more color on the outside of the bag, so I'm hoping this time we'll get a little more into the pipe. Now I'm seeing a lot of color. This is looking really cool. I'm trying to twist the bag a bit as I go. Make sure that the brighter colors are on the outside, so when I cut the bars, they're more visible. Well, we didn't get as much color as Katie did in her beautiful video, but that's okay, because we still have Epsom salt colors to put on top. I think she did blue, yellow, red. So yellow's in the middle, so I'm going to start with the blue here and just go down this one side. And I'm going to be pretty liberal since we don't have a lot of other colors going on here. Now I'll get that yellow right down the center. Okay, now our pinky red goes on the last side over here. I think I'm gonna keep using this method. Well, I think so far this looks really good. It might not be perfect, but I need some more practice. I've only done a little bit of piping, some cupcakes and things like that, so I feel like I did really good considering I have not very much experience with it. Well, so far so good, and I'll be back tomorrow to cut these up. So I just woke up and grabbed a quick breakfast because I want to get in here and start cutting this soap because I'm super excited to see what it looks like on the inside. But first we got to get it out of these molds. A lot of those salts came right off. Ooh. So normally you would want to lay a soap like this on its side before cutting it so it doesn't drag all the salts through the soap. I don't have enough room to do that, so I'm just gonna have to deal with the drag marks in there. I don't really think it's that big of a deal, but if you're concerned about the way it looks with those drag marks, you might want to find a larger wire cutter. So let's take that first piece off the end here. That came out really cute. that looks incredible. I didn't know I was going to get so much color in here where all that piping was. That looks really cool. Let's get the rest of these cut up real quick. You can definitely see all three colors in there, but if I'm comparing it with Katie's, I think she did get more color in the piping, and her colors were a lot more vibrant. Her colors looked a lot more like snow cone. I think mine went kind of sherbety, but I'm not mad about it. So let's take a look at the second loaf. I just want to kind of compare and see if they both turned out almost exactly the same. Here is a bar from the first loaf, and here is one from the second that I cut. And they look pretty similar. I think they both turned out great, and I feel like this just goes to show that I really can make 2 loaves at once. I just have been too afraid. Overall, I give myself an 8 out of 10 on this project. I feel like I did pretty good considering some of my previous soap videos. I feel like this one went really well, and I got a great soap out of it. If you guys want to see more about me, I'll leave all of my social media links in the description below. Please like and subscribe, and the bell, and the comment, and the sharing, and I don't know, all of those things that you guys do. That'd be great. I'm gonna go ahead and set these up to dry for the next 4 weeks, but I will be back again next week. Thanks for joining me. Have an awesome day. I'll see you later. Bye!